Hey guys, Ricardo and welcome to another Blog Tech Tips. So guys, for today I'll be reviewing the Logitech MK270, which is a wireless keyboard and mouse from Logitech. Alright, and as you might know already, Logitech makes great keyboard and mouses, especially in the wireless department. And of course, if you're in the market for something that's affordable and effective, then the MK270 will actually be a kind of device that will match that description. Alright, so as you can see here, this is the keyboard and mouse. We have an unboxing and I'll link to it on screen. So first of all, let's start off the review with my experience after using this device for a number of weeks. Alright, so as you can see here, this is the mouse itself. It's very small and compact, and as you can see here, it has a very cool scroll wheel in the center that works quite well. And of course, there's the base of the mouse here with a section for the battery and sensor that comes off quite easily. Now of course, if you're looking at this, you'll notice that the mouse itself doesn't produce any light, and of course it uses one battery instead of two. And of course there's a power on and off switch that you can see here at its base, and a air for storing the sensor for traveling. Alright, and of course the first thing you'll notice about this mouse is how lightweight it is. In fact, if you're coming from a heavier mouse, you'll find it straight out of the box to be somewhat super light, so much so that it will take a while to get used to, as in my case. Of course, the box slides on quite easily. And something that these mouse and keyboard actually boast, other than the lightweightness, is how long the battery will last. And it claims that the battery on both the keyboard and the mouse will last 36 months on the keyboard and 18 months on the mouse. And of course, so far it's been so good. I've gone about a month or a few weeks, and so far I haven't turned off any of these for the most part, but they have been keeping battery quite well, and that's quite effective in terms of savings, meaning you can save a lot of money in battery, especially if you were to get a set of rechargeable batteries, which I recommend. And of course, if you get those rechargeable batteries, go a long way, that this device will pay for itself over time in terms of the amount of batteries it will save you. And of course, seeing that this is already an affordable deal, it will make the deal even much sweeter. Alright, so another thing that I like about this mouse is its accuracy. It's quite good. And its range, it has a great range, so no matter where you are in a room, you can be halfway across the room or at the other end of the room, and you'll still be able to use the keyboard and mouse, which is very nice. The sensor also is very responsive to the mouse, and of course you can plug this in the back of your PC or on the front and it will still work. Another thing that I like about this mouse is the color scheme of black and gray. It's a nice balance, and of course it's quite eye-catching. And you have the Logitech logo around here, and of course its general layout is good. Now we'll go to the keyboard. On the keyboard over here, the thing I like about the keyboard is that it's a full numeric keypad. You have the numeric area over here, and of course you have the normal QWERTY layout. And of course good at typing, doesn't produce too much sound. The only problem I have so far is that every now and again, just for probably about a few seconds when you're typing, it might have an issue where it drops signal just slightly. Of course this doesn't ruin the experience, but it's something that I've noticed. As I've started to use the keyboard more and more, I have seen this happen less and less. I don't know if that was just a slight bug, but that's just something I noticed that I'd like to note. But overall, I like the shortcut keys. I can pause my music or play. I can kill the sound. I can turn the volume up and down. In browser, I can go home to the home page without clicking and just one single tap. I can go to mail, that's another tap. I can power off the PC, and of course I can call up the calculator with just one tap. And those are quite cool. And of course, just in case, most keyboards do not come with an on and off, these wireless keyboards, but this one does. You can actually turn off with just a single switch up here. And of course all the normal functions work quite well. I can use it for regular typing, and of course it may not be super effective, but if you do basic gaming, it can also work as a nice gaming wireless keyboard. All right, so that's what some of the things I like so far. And of course it comes with stands on the other side, so you can prop this up to an angle. And of course it uses batteries. On the back you'll see the air for the batteries. So this keyboard uses two AAA batteries, which are the smaller ones, while the mouse only uses one AA battery. Alright, so of course you can buy your batteries accordingly. So overall, do I recommend this for the price of about US $14, give or take? I would say that this is a great deal from Logitech. It's one of the more affordable units you can actually pick up that gives you wireless capability. And of course, the very effective and long life battery life of say 36 months on the keyboard and 18 months on the mouse makes your savings go through the roof as you save on batteries. And of course, if you pair this with a pair of rechargeable batteries, it will last even longer. So in terms of purchasing, I highly recommend this device. I'd actually give it a high rating, and of course I'd give it like a 8 or 9 out of 10 in terms of functionality, savings and so on. So if you're in the market for a device like this, I suggest that you give this a try. Before this I had a Microsoft keyboard and mouse, and of course this is the one that it replaces. That one was actually quite good and lasted me 7 years. Logitech is another great brand. I'm sure it will last quite a while. But of course, you can always ask your questions below and I'll get back to you, seeing that I'll be using the keyboard directly and I can answer direct questions. Alright guys, so this is Ricardo from Blog Tech Tips with my review of the Logitech MK270 wireless keyboard and mouse combo. And of course, as I said, it's a great deal and you should definitely check it out. I'll have the full review at Blog Tech Tips. You can read the review in case I miss anything here or ask your questions below. Alright, so it's Ricardo from Blog Tech Tips, and bye until next time. Bye.